Is this going? Hey, can you guys hear us? I know we always say that, but this time we're serious because we didn't do any sort of sound check, did we? Just when I pushed go live, I was like, I don't have my headphones and I don't know if the sound is going. So if you guys can just let us know that. Let me just try and get some comments here.
It works.
Jason, hey brother. Okay, it's working. Great. Who is the master of the live videos? The Louvre videos. All right. So what are we speaking about today?
Luba. Okay. I'm Luba. Okay. Hello. Forgot that I was quiet. Can you hear me?
They can hear.
How do you know?
Because they said yes.
Who said yes?
Jason, Ray.
But I didn't speak
Dave
before
Away.
that.
Jason, Ray, and Dave Away. They can hear what we say.
Wow, what happened to you?
Not just now, but every day. Come on, let's be serious.
Okay.
So today, what we want to talk about is we are now doing coaching for women because by jingo they need it, don't they? Don't you? Don't they? They need coaching and to understand. I think not just relationships, but I think not just relationships with Western men, but I think relationships in general. I think most people are a little bit lost as to what they're supposed to be doing, and so Luba now has taken on the task to become the coach.
Okay.
And
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Yep. What are you going to tell them about your coaching? What do you want me to tell them?
I don't know. Like I have been like guys who've been on Telegram. By the way, I really invite everyone who is joining and who is not a member of Telegram just yet. I recommend you highly to join because there you get newest updates, news, and it's the shortest way to connect with me in Striker. And
Link down below.
Yeah, I've been how? Thank you. It's a little bit falling, like it's either like this way or this way, like.
This is you're gonna have to pay for the super chats if we're going down that route.
No, it's falling. Like I tried to sit straight, but yeah. And I've been invited to speak at the coaching event. So what I do, like in general in life, like I really like education, but I don't like reading. I mean, I do like reading, but I don't like to learn from reading. I know it sounds maybe bad, but I really do like to learn from practice. So I like to come to different events where I see like how, for example, like we do coaching for the guys, and I like to come to events like to see, because nowadays coaching is super popular word, right? Everybody coach. When I was in US, like everybody's dating coach, but there's a certain meaning of coaching, like there's certain idea of what coaching is and how it is different from psychology, for example, because like 3 years ago everybody was psychologist, now everyone is coaching. So what coaches. For me it was always weird, like couches and coaches, like and so yeah. And I came to an event about a month ago to a guy that I knew, Yuri. He's a very interesting, very good like blogger. I follow him, and he's a life coach and he's a business coach. So I adore everything that just around business. And so I came to his coaching open session. So nowadays in Europe, in the United States, it's become very popular when coach invite famous person and do a open coaching session for him. So I don't know how real is that with the stars, like with the actors and actresses, when they need to be honest and tell like their problem or their request to the coach. But it become popular because you can relate a lot. And after that event, like a month ago, I came and there was him and his assistant, like not assistant, it's like the second guy who is working with him. So they decided to do an open session about business. There was two ladies, and one was saying her situation, and second is it was a lady who was telling that she's a sommelier, she worked with the wine, and that she wants to she can't talk about herself, she feel not very confident. So anyway, like it was interesting how I saw coaching in practice, not with men how we do, but with women. And of course there you do like little networking, you say what you do, and of course I said that I'm a matchmaker. and people were very interested. And so this guy invited me to an event where he said, let's do an open session about relationship. Let's see what are the problems. No, what are the problems with like ladies has in a relationship, ladies have in a relationship. And so he invited me there as an expert, and I was having a speech there. But most of that, I knew that it would be like that, that I was supposed to do mostly answering the questions, because people were very surprised that I exist, that Heart Orchid exists, that that people do that they really can have someone that they can rely on. So it was very interesting, and questions was really, really different. So let's see some comments
I can't find them on the thing here.
here.
Let me see. Let me see. It's easy to read off this. Oh, here we go.
So here is the Ukrainian Russian women want to live like rich people, traveling all the time, having a big house, high standards, etc. The reality, 99.9% of men cannot afford the style of life. And when women have to lower their expectations, to lower their expectations.
So this is like really like this is.
You know
they
what?
want to live like rich people, but that like this is just so like you're making it so that why bother trying? I mean, if that's the truth, why bother? If that's what you believe, why bother trying? And you don't need to say all that stuff if it's too difficult to try. Just say, well, I don't need to try. We see a lot of this stuff where they say, women are hypergamous and women are going to leave you, they'll cheat on you. Okay, like if that's what you truly believe, then don't do it. That's it. Here it says, want to live like rich people. Russian, Ukrainian want to live like rich people. Who doesn't want
Who doesn't want to
who
live?
doesn't want to
Yeah.
be a rich person,
But
right?
also,
So
you know what is interesting? Like on that coach session, there was like many ladies, and there was one lady that was doing the open session, and like very pretty, like Turkey was there, yeah, like very pretty young lady. And like she can, like if she is kind of in our database now, but like her problem was that she's dating local guys, like either Ukrainians or here in Spain. And you know what is her problem? Like she's making money, she's working, like she's doing arranging events, like she's not
I
uh
see your face.
it's okay, they remember me. But so they do all this, like she has money for stuff. But you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't have respect from a man, because she said, like, I go on a date, and her biggest problem was that she going on a date, and like on a first date or on a second date, the guy immediately want to take her, to his apartment. And she said, and he started touching me, and I don't think it's appropriate. Like, I need some time. I need to know the person. I need this and that. That is your problem. It doesn't matter. Is he like this comes later. Like the problem that ladies have are very different from what you guys apparently think. And we discussed so much, and we spoke with the ladies there about money as well. Like everybody wants to have wealth and buy good stuff and travel and everything. But if you only have money, you're not going to be successful with, like,
Well,
in a relationship, like especially like it's not enough.
so let's go back to this question. It says Russian Ukrainian women want to live like rich people. So like rich people, or as a person who is wealthy. Maybe she meets a man that is wealthy. Maybe she wins the lottery. But to live like rich people, that's kind of a little bit different. So that's like maybe she wants to live like them, but she doesn't. She can't achieve that. Traveling all the time, having a big house. Like everybody wants to do that. It's ridiculous to single out women and say that's what they want. Of course, everybody wants to have this. But they really cannot afford this style of life. You're 100% correct. So if that's the reality, that means only 0.01% of women are going to be in relationships. And we know that that's not true. So there must be something more to it. So maybe we could think about it and say, women want to get the best that they can achieve. And of course, the more beautiful the woman is, the younger she is, I don't mean young, like super, super young, but she still has her youth and her fertility. She can achieve more than a woman who is 40. Like that's obvious, right? Like you don't need to. I certainly don't need to be in this industry for a few years to figure that out. Of course, women want to be with the best option that they can. The same as the man. Man also
But
wants to
also,
be with
you
the
know what I
option as
see?
well.
Honestly, like I see that there's a different level of like what ladies expect. So for somebody, 101 rose would be not smell good enough. But for somebody, one rose would be good. And so it just depends that like how realistic are you, and what is your level of expectation? Are
Yeah.
you looking for the lady in your league, or you're looking
Yeah.
way away from your league. And then, okay, whose problem is that? Because like when we do the matchmaking, so the guy's sending us list. That's why we say to the guys, please send us huge list, send us like 20, 30, 40 ladies, as much as you can. And I will go through this list. I will scan this list first before even I send you profile, talk to the ladies, anything. And so, do we have a high maintenance ladies? Yes, because we do have a guys who okay with that. With for them, the 0.01%.
0.01%.
They don't care. Like if the lady wants to look good, if she wants to drive an expensive car, for this particular person, it's not a problem at all. And we have a lot of guys like that. They have money. They don't care. Like they want to find a legit person. They want to find a person who will be like they will be happy with, and they don't care. Like she wants a car. For them, it's like if you don't have money, unfortunately, that is a problem for you. But when you do have money, for you, it's not such a big deal. Like you don't even pay attention. It's the same as for you. Like when you go and buy bread, you're not really worried. Like I mean, I hope that the bread costs like $3 or $3.20. But
Yeah.
like, does it make sense?
Yeah. The 0.1% of men.
But is it what like ChatGPT gave this number? Like why you referring to that so much?
Because that's what he said.
Okay. No, okay.
But that 0.1%, those men are not looking to settle down, right? They have plenty of women, and the women that they are spending time with are the women here that says they want to be like rich people, have a big house, have high stands and all that. So this is what I say sometimes to some of the guys when I'm having conversations, usually around a beer or something like that. So men say, the women are after the top 10%, right? That's what women are after. And men are upset by that because they're not in that top 10%. And to get to that top 10%, we've looked at what we need to do. We need to earn X amount of money, get into six figures, six-pack abs, be 6 foot tall. And for most men, where they are now and looking about what they have to do, the reality is so far apart that they think, fuck it, I can't achieve that. To hell with it. So either they become angry or they go MGTOW or something like that, right? But if I was to say, okay, all the women you think are after the top 10% of men and they have to be 6 foot tall or whatever, what about a woman that is really, really ugly and fat? Is she going for that person? Is it likely that she's going to get that person based on her own dating history? Is she expecting to be with that guy? The answer is no. Okay, so now we know the scale. Woman who's a number 10, who's very beautiful, can get men in the top 10%. That's one end of the scale. We're not there. And then there's really fat, short, ugly, horrible looking women that have no teeth. That's the other end of the scale, right? So, and we're not attracted to that. Okay. So that's the scale. So now we're in the scale and we can sort of work out where the reality is, right? How can we be realistic in here? Obviously, it's not down this end and not down this end. But we don't, for some reason, men seem to think one extreme to the other. All women are fat and horrible, feminists, or they're gold diggers and they're just after the 1% and they want to be rich, like this comment here. There's so much. In fact, the majority is in the middle.
Yeah.
The majority is in the middle. Only very small percentages in the end. And if you're watching our channel and you're thinking about dating a Ukrainian woman, you are not on your yacht in Dubai with models from Instagram. Then you shouldn't even be worried about this sort of stuff. Just be realistic.
And also, like if you didn't try and then you only pay attention at what other people said that you read online, these negative comments. Like when I read negative comments, not just on our channel, just in life in general, I always think this. Like when I'm happy, like I really never write comment. Even like for us, it's a challenge. Like we never ask even our clients to write a comment. So that's why like we do have Trustpilot and we do have, but it's not that every client leaving that. And it's not because they're unhappy, because trust me, if they would be unhappy, that would be full with the comments, I think. But people like when they like everything, they don't say, like they don't write. But I know I want to refer to Troy. No,
Joy?
just wait. I will tell you which one. Just wait. Okay, put the
This one?
no the last one, yeah.
This one? This one.
Yes, this one. Yeah, so that is the reality. And about Troy, like I really curious about one thing, because I obviously know who you're talking with. And you say here that I am not sure how do they feel about me. I give genuine compliment and they receive them well. but I don't really get any response back. What response do you expect? A compliment back, or like, or
Do you
what?
mean, does she say thank you? That's very sweet of you. Or does she say,
You handsome as well.
you're also very beautiful?
Yeah, like I'm curious to say that because like uh by the way, for Ukrainians, we always say you need to say the compliment, like it's very nice and it's very pleasant. It's super pleasant, but Ukrainian people are horrible at receiving them. And I will explain why. Like if in Ukraine, and it's funny, like it's really funny. In Ukraine, you will very rarely get compliment from other person. But if you do have, people was always, because there was like poverty, USSR was like, no, everybody was like the same, nobody have like any, like every clothes was the same, and only if you know how to sew and you have like some fabric brought from somewhere, you can have like a dress looks a little bit different, rather otherwise everybody was look the same. And so if you was getting compliment, it means that you have something different that other people have. And so when you were saying that, like, oh, you have a nice shirt, and always, I'm telling you, it started from my grandmother. When I heard it, I was so surprised. Then my mom, they would never say, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I got this dress. Yeah." No, it was like, "Oh, what are you talking about? It's an old dress. Like it has like a stain here, hole here." I was surprised, and I thought my family is cuckoo or what? Honestly. Then I heard it from other people, from other people, from other people. So getting compliment is pleasant, but it's very difficult for our mentality to receive for some reason. Just some
I need to
sign
get this on my phone because my eyes are not very,
here.
they're not what they used
But
to be. How do I get it?
it's
I'm
because
clicking on it and it doesn't work.
you're wearing this. uh, yeah,
Um,
but
yeah.
Troy, I want you to say to not stop. I'm not saying to over compliment. It's also bad, but giving a compliment from time to time, obviously, honestly, you should, because it shows, it basically shows that you're a gentleman. That's all. Because and also especially if you give a compliment that is a little bit more interesting, that you're just beautiful or your eyes
Yeah.
are blue, something different than that, that would be that
Depends on the, yeah, depends on the compliment.
that build credit, like a credit history in your brain, that this man is always giving compliment, this man know the
But you don't want to always give
no, no,
compliments.
no, no, like at least sometimes, not as less as you, okay, like let me teach the guys how
So
to
that's
do.
one end of the scale, and this is the other end of the
You're
scale.
like,
Something I'm the best at compliments because when I give them, they're genuine. Not like sometimes Western guys give compliments out all over the place, and it's
you're not
like,
one of them.
no, I know, I know. That's why it's genuine. That's why it means more. It's scarcity. I can't get this to load on my phone.
Okay, give me,
No.
no, please. Yeah.
So, one of the things that we were going to ask is for you guys out there. Oh, there we go. She fixed it. She's very technical.
You
She's
taught me.
so yeah. So, what are some of the
Well, now
so
somebody called him handsome, and he said that he not receiving feedbacks. Troy, where is the truth? So he say she called me handsome. So a message ago, he said that there is no right response
it
back.
feels like you have an expectation of what should happen, and the expectation is not happening. It's falling short, or it's to the side, or something like that. But anyway, let's go back to the main topic of the video, and then we can come back and look at the
Yeah,
comments.
one second, I will read one. Going MGTOW is not bad at all. It means we have the whole buffet to choose from in all countries. Face pain is not beauty. It's
So it doesn't
true.
make any sense because if you're MGTOW, you're going your own way. You're not focused on women, right? And I don't know the whole MGTOW thing. It's I know why guys do it, and I also some guys do it because they're not getting any chicks, and they just go, oh, well, I'm MGTOW then. Like I'd shudder to think how many guys that are 26 that are virgins that have never even touched the woman's breast in real life that have gone MGTOW because they watched some fucking stupid, ridiculous red pill content online that told them that all women are going to steal their money and shit on them, and they're all narcissists. And so they think, okay, well, women aren't interested in me anyway, so I guess I'm MGTOW. It's getting to the point of ridiculousness, especially with all of these channels like Fresh and Fit and these guys that showcase some of the stupidest women out there, OnlyFans models that are only on there to get subscribers to their own OnlyFans, make fools of themselves, and then for some reason, young men, I guess even stupid older men, I suppose, if that's what they want to follow, believe that that's what women are like. Why don't they have a podcast with like 4 women? One's a nurse, one's a stay-at-home mother, one's a teacher, and interview them about what their lives are like. They wouldn't do that, would they? Because men would not watch it.
And honestly, like I like by interacting with women so close these days, like with by interacting with women so close, I just see that they have very different problems. They have problems of literally find a man who is serious to create a family. They want to find a man who will not cheat on her with, and not like while they're sitting at the restaurant just go like to another one. I can do it. So any like they just looking for a man who will be loyal, who will be honest, who will be caring, who will be loving, who will take care of children. Because like it's ridiculous when I hear the stories about fathers that absolutely abandon children, never meet them, never like and the guys that sometimes reach out to us and they say like, oh, like I don't mind a lady with a child, but I just don't want like if the father is in a picture. And 99% of the ladies say to me when they register, your father is not on a picture. And like we have one lady, and like I honestly like I have a goosebumps because she said, my son told me that he wants me to find him a father. Like he wants like there's no father, and he wants like her to find a man to be happy, to be family, and like this boy will listen to this man as his father. So what is so bad about this? I don't know. Like, and maybe because in the West it's so different. Like that's why it's hard to believe for people that there's another people and there's people who are sincere. And it's easier to say, for example, this guy, because obviously, like, here's the guys that we know, and um okay, that we know and that we like I can at least envision, and I know what, for example, like even Troy, I know that he is like super charismatic, super funny, ladies just absolutely admire. Like every time I have like this a lot of compliments behind your back, Troy, about you, about the calls with you, like how happy they are by talking to you, how much light you bring to their life, how much energy, how they laughing the whole call, and you know that it is true. And all he do is just he being himself, he being charismatic, and that is what ladies are looking
Hmm.
for. And after one call, I'm sorry, I will share, if you will allow me. He messaged me and he say like it was a very good call, and he said to me, how even possible that this woman is single? And you know what she told me after the call? She said, Luba, like maybe I'm missing something, how this man can be single. Like how can he be single? Because ladies don't understand. The biggest amount of questions that I got when I meet with someone, why guys are looking elsewhere, why guys are not looking on the West, because they don't know. There's no channels that will say, oh, Western women are shit, like Ukrainians, you're good. No, everybody shit on everybody, right? Like everybody say Ukrainians are sluts, Ukrainian dancing on the table, and etc. But if you really just forget about all that and you go and do it yourself, you will see very different result. Because we've done one exercise on this event. This coach gave us an example, and he said that 95% of the things that we do in our life, we're doing automatically. We do it accordingly to our past experience or experience that somebody heavily implement in our brain, such as MGTOW, red pill, right? Like this is also great examples of that. So 95% of the time, we're not thinking about, okay, how do I call my phone? Oh, I need to figure it out. No, we do it automatically because, well, we've done it and we repeat. And it's good stuff. But the bad part about that is that when there's something new, we also think, oh, I can't do it. No, I better not do it. It's unsafe. Like, we start finding thousands of excuses. And we have guys who calling us and say, like, oh, Striker, I joined you for 6 years. 6 years he's joining us. 6 years he's
Yeah, he's watching the videos.
watching the videos. And like he's been sitting and what? Like he has money. It's not that he didn't have money and he's waiting, like he was collecting money for 6 years. No, he was like worried that, it's dangerous, it's unsafe, people are bad, somebody will scam him. And so what did he win? Nothing. He wasted a time. And so by you reading these comments and say, oh, everybody is like bad and Ukrainians are shit, just do it yourself. Just try. But not do letter writing. Don't do like video chat. Don't talk with a girl who is 18 and say that you're awesome, even like, and you are the most handsome man in your life, even if you don't have any picture on your profile. Talk to the real person. Talk to the person closer to your age with a 10 years age gap, not 15 and 20. Talk to her, see what is your values and what is your goals in life. You would be very surprised, I guess.
You know,
Why was so negative? Why they
men and women have the same complaints, maybe not the exact same complaints, but the same complaints, and the other party is always shocked and offended by the complaint, right? So you have women saying that, men don't want to commit, that they're not serious, that they want to F around, cheat, whatever. And if you hear that, you go, well, I'm not like that. And most men think that. Most men don't go, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I've got a couple of hoes on the side, some 3 o'clockers that I catch up with on a Friday and Saturday night. Most of us aren't doing that. So if most of us aren't doing that, then it can't be true, right? So these women are making it up, probably, or they've had some bad experiences, or the outliers come to the top, right? So they interview someone on the street, she says some story, they write an article about the worst possible situation, right? This is exactly what this red pill stuff is, man. It's just like the worst possible scenarios that are happening to men. Vloggers and bloggers talk about it because they're not going to talk about something ordinary. Oh yeah, we got married, we had 2 kids, and she used to be a nurse, now she's a stay-at-home mom. We just bought a new house, just bought a dog. This isn't interesting. Richard Cooper's not talking about this. He wants to find the most shocking story about a guy that absolutely made the worst decisions and completely wrecked his entire life and lost all of his money. Just so people in the comment go, yeah, MGTOW. Yeah, oh, that's it. This has sealed the deal for me. This story here, I was unsure before, but this one, I'm going MGTOW. There should actually be 2 versions of MGTOW. One is MGTOW if you already have kids, and the other one, there should be an acronym similar to MGTOW, which is your bloodline finishes here. After you die, your bloodline will not carry on as it has done for hundreds, thousands and thousands of years. Because you see some of these MGTOW guys talking, but they have kids and they had to go to court and they had to fight to see their kids, whatever. But if a man doesn't have kids and he decides to go MGTOW because his favorite YouTuber said it, that is literally the end of his bloodline. Once he's dead, that's it. No kids, no grandkids, nothing. That's what his life is worth. And it's sad.
For me, it's so sad. Honestly, it's so sad because like I see such a wonderful guys, like such a good guys that are not doing that because they really trust that influencers more. Because like if you think about that, and even like I now started, right? And I like who I am for these people when they start talking to me, when they see how passionate about I'm about that I can answer absolutely every question about relationship, they start trusting me. But before that, they look at me, who am I for them? Just a girl, or when I come to the conference, who I am for them. I always was like not a threat, but I always was like strange because I was always and still like youngest who is doing that, even though I'm not as young anymore. But when I was 19, I go back in age. When I was doing that, like, who would take me serious? Nobody. The same as us. Like maybe the MGTOW is like has I don't know how many subscribers. They have thousands and thousands, and we have what? Like finally, we have 5. The high five. We have 5,000.
Oh, 5,000.
Finally, but we didn't buy anyone. We have like we didn't like.
We didn't do what some of the other channels did.
Yes, like, and we have like amount of our subscribers is related to the amount of the views that we have, not like that. So but who we are, yes, like if you can only trust us or not trust us, it's only how your gut feelings are telling. But I guess that it's easier to say I'm not going to do it, it's safer, I'm not going to be hurt, rather than try and do it. But if you would do that, I really like, I don't know how to you will be surprised, you will be very surprised.
Yeah, but both genders, both sides, they both have problems, and either side is not willing to listen to the other side. That's what the problem is. And there are wedges that get driven in between. One of them is this toxic red pill shit. I'm not saying all of the red pill is bad. I mean, I found it like way back in like 2017 where it kind of made sense. There was no stupid podcast with OnlyFans girls on them, talking shit. There was none of that stuff. It was just information that was very useful about psychology and female nature. I mean, like true female nature, not, they want to cheat and, screw Chad and Tyrone. Actual real and good information. And it was useful back then, but of course always people have to get in there and make as much money as they can, and they all want clicks. But they both have issues. I think I said this on the last podcast that we did, is that the feminists that we all hate, right? And we do, because they're a pain in the ass. The feminists, the MGTOW guys, and a lot of the red pill guys are doing the work of the feminists. The feminists for so long tried to convince more beautiful women that weren't fat with short purple hair that they don't need men. Their life is perfectly fine without a man, and they don't need children. In fact, there's a whole world out there where they can work and get up to the top of the corporate ladder. And the women are starting to realize that actually this lie is starting to unravel pretty fast because they're hitting the wall, and they want to have kids, and they didn't have kids, and now men don't want them, or the men that they want don't want them because they've now made their money, and the men that make money don't want these non-disagreeable women. And so these feminists are sitting around laughing at the MGTOW guys making content to get clicks so they make money, good money on YouTube, to convince guys that they're the ones that don't want women, not the other way around, because the other way around was difficult. It took decades to get to that point. You think how new MGTOW and the red pill is quite new. And even in the comments here, people are arguing, no, MGTOW is good or whatever. Okay, maybe it's good. I had a comment actually recently I did a MGTOW video back in like 2019 and my thoughts on it. And I didn't say it was bad. I said that MGTOW, I believe, is good if you need some time out. Don't focus on women. Your woman's not going to make your life any better. Focus on yourself, business. This can happen maybe if you're studying or if you come out of a bad relationship. Just focus on yourself for a bit, okay? But whether you to say I'm going MGTOW for the rest of my life, it's entirely up to you. I'm not fully shitting on it. I think they're a little bit misled.
Is it this big guy?
What big guy?
Like doing this channel, Ukrainian Scam Expert channel?
Oh, I don't know.
Not
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. I will respond to that. I've lost my train of thought, but I've lost my.
I'm sorry.
I was getting to a pinnacle of this thing. What was anyway? So I think that so they're laughing now. Oh, that's right. I was saying that I did a video about MGTOW, and somebody left a comment on there, and I read it, and then I thought to myself, I'll come back and I'll respond to that at some point, but I couldn't find the comment. So if you wrote that, I don't know where it is. And it was that I had got the idea of MGTOW wrong in my video, which I don't think I did. And I didn't say anything bad about it, or if you want to do whatever. But I got it wrong. And he accused me of saying that I got it wrong, and everyone else that talks about MGTOW has also got it wrong. And he went on to say that he's watched every single MGTOW channel out there and spent, I don't know, I can't remember, but he spent a lot of time watching these MGTOW channels, and he'd watched just about every channel on MGTOW out there. And I read that, and I thought, and then it was ringing in my head for that day. And I thought, it's not that difficult to understand, right? Why do you need to watch all of the MGTOW channels out there? Why do you need to watch all of the videos? Why do you need to consume the content for years and years and years and years? It's pretty simple. Men going their own way. Okay, I'm not going to be fussed with chasing women or investing my time or money into women. That's it. So I think that a lot of the guys that watch these MGTOW videos, for them, it's self-soothing. They need to be reassured that, women are shit. For a moment then, I thought they weren't, but no. Some dating coach, some red pill MGTOW guy, Coach Greg Adams, has cracked some funny jokes about some hoe getting ran through or whatever. And you go, yeah, good. It's the, what's the metaphor? It's the sour grapes. It's like, I can't reach them anyway. No woman was speaking to me before I went MGTOW. So to hell with it. I might as well go MGTOW. Go MGTOW. You don't need to consume content and comment on the videos that aren't MGTOW and say how shit and how simpy everyone else is because they prefer to be with women than to be completely by themselves for the rest of their life.
I don't know. I don't know how long it will take us to get to the point. Will we ever do? And
this video?
I think that what I want to say is that if people who are talking, like saying these bad comments or commenting like that, like, I don't know if we have like a trial version of working with us, like we're not interested in doing that, but like if there would be like a week of working with us and you try and you talk to the real person and you talk to the lady that is sincerely interested, you would be like, I don't know, like, is it even possible to do that? Like, it would be so good to let these people do that.
Yeah.
So, and like thought about scam. I just double checked if I was thinking correct.
Yeah, his name, I forget what his name was. I've actually emailed him in the past. I actually offered him some of our somehow he was writing a course, and I saw that on there, and I actually reached out to him. I said, "Hey, look, we've got some stuff that maybe will inspire some ideas with you." So I don't know him personally, but we have exchanged a couple of emails. I have seen a few of his videos, and there was one that was really useful, and it was about if you overstayed in Ukraine. And I think I messaged him, or maybe I left a comment. It was very useful. But I do know somebody else that used them, and he said that he was also very good. So can't vouch for him personally in terms of using his services, but from what I see, I think he's pretty legit.
What is he doing? He's like finding out about the scam girls?
Yeah, I think he's like a private
Investigator.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite know that 'cause I might be wrong, but I think he helps guys who maybe getting a bit away with themselves with some sort of letter writing. This one is great, yeah. So I think MGTOW is great. More women for the rest of us guys. Yeah, it's like, I made that video. Where did I make that video? About, we're all in the race. We're all competing. You guys are competing with me and I'm competing with you when it comes to women and money and lifestyle and all that sort of stuff. Now, you can go, look, I'll just take the lifestyle and the money and all that stuff, and I'm going to appreciate my own life. You know what's going to happen is, these women that have hit the wall and they're, I listened to the wrong people. I was lied to. Now I don't have any kids and I've got 6 fucking cats. And that's my life now. The same thing's going to happen to men. The guys that are like, especially the young guys. I feel sorry for them. I really do. These young guys that you're supposed to date a woman and she cheats on you perhaps, or you get screwed over in life, because these are adversaries of life and that's what makes you stronger. Standing in the corner and not having any experience with women, I just think it's just absurd. I really do. I think it's just the saddest, meaningless life for a man, because you can go out and you can go to the gym and you can get, bigger muscles and you can make more money. You can do all that stuff. You get to a point in your life where you go, well, what else? Like, it would be kind of cool to share it with someone, not some random hoe that you met on holiday. A lot of the MGTOW guys seem to be older guys as well, who have, either had shitty experiences with women, maybe divorce, she cheated on him, something like that, or what?
All good. Keep going.
What?
Keep going.
Yeah, I think Luba just remembered she left the iron on.
No, I just like I was.
You were thinking it wasn't live. You're thinking it was unlisted like that other time I put it up there and we had a whole live stream with like 4 people that I'd messaged beforehand.
And I was thinking, like, Striker, we
how
need to close the business. Like, there's
could we be this
nobody.
bad? There's 4 people, and then
Look,
video was
listen,
unlisted.
I've heard it's very small percentage of single Ukrainian women aged 25 to 45 seek out matchmakers to find a man. The others are on apps or not looking. From your perspective, is it true? I just
Is
checked
that
it. Is it correct?
Oh,
Craig. I just checked it. Like, are you joking? Like, is it provocation or what? I just checked our database. So in our database, we have 1,837 ladies as for today. And so
how many would you like?
Yeah. So I put it age from 25 to 45, and the result is like 1,137. So majority of ladies are from 25 to 45.
Yeah. Seek out matchmakers to find a man. I've heard it's a small percentage of that. Like, you have
who told you that? How old are you? How old are you, Craig? Like, you seems very, very young on the picture.
This is the thing. Please, like, I've explained it so many times. Women don't go to a Ukrainian matchmaker and sit there, keep refreshing her emails or messages to see if they've got a hit, right? It's different for the guys, because the guys spend a considerable amount of money and they invested in it, they thought about it, and now it's time to do it. For the woman, it's not like that, and that's why it works, because we have no obligation no contract to fulfill with them. So if they sign up, it's like, oh, someone told them about it, or they heard about it, a friend did it, whatever, and they're like,
always, like, they come to the agencies because they like, now I work with the ladies, right? And I, like, don't think that I never did. Like, maybe it sounds bad. Like, I've been 14 years working with ladies, but now I decided that I will, like, we have managers that work for us, right? That is hiring the ladies, psychologists who do the interview, get to know them. I cannot, like, my brain cannot, like, get as much information. Like, I just can't. Like, basically, I'm a live person. Like, even though I don't sleep at all and I work 24/7, same as Striker, but like, but now I understand that, okay, I'm in Spain. So this idea came to us because we're in Spain. We want to have an event here. Like there's a request of the guys. They want to come. We have like huge program that we want to arrange for them, like level up their life, their style, their like everything about them. And we want them to meet ladies. So that's why like I want to find a healthy, good surrounding of the ladies here. So that's why I go to these interviews, like I do coaching, I go to events. Like I don't know, maybe you think that I paid to join. Like no, I'm invited everywhere for free. They want me, like I don't need to pay, like they want me to come. The people need this information. So that's what we do. And so the best thing what you can do for yourself, if you're thinking scammers, not scammers, we, thanks God, touch the wood, I don't know which part to touch, uh, it's like we do not deal with the scammers for the whole period of time. One time there was an issue with a lady that was strange. It was a guy who was extremely difficult to match, and he picked this lady, and we reached out to her, and she said, yes, I would like to talk to him. We was surprised, we was concerned, but we said, okay, like, but the thing is that why scam cannot happen with us? Why it cannot happen? Because the guys always in touch with us. If there's any red flag, if there's any pink flag, if there's any orange flag, they reach out to us. There's every single client has a group between me, Striker, and himself. If he wants to talk with Striker, if he wants to talk just to me, if he wants to talk to both of us, he message us. The scam cannot happen if you talk to us, if you give us a feedback, everything. Like the scam cannot have the scam cannot happen, and what happened with this guy, if you've been wondering, like we just said to this girl, like, hey, I don't know where, like, what do you think, maybe this agency that like the older guys support younger, like it's not about us. And like no money asking, nothing. No, 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 I'm interested. So in a week she asked him to for a computer. Of course this guy messaged me and said, Luba, like she's asking me for computer, what should I do?
Yeah.
It is a stupid story, you need to know the context. But what I'm saying, of course I reached out to her and I said, what the fuck, like I'm sorry, I said, like, no, I said that, and said, like, she said, like, but you said not to ask for money. I didn't ask for money, I asked for computer. But this is the only one case.
But let me just clarify that context there. So it was a client that we took on, and we didn't really want to take him on, and we explained to him that what he was asking for was unrealistic. We'd actually met him previously in the past, and he was very the most unrealistic you could be in terms of age and looks and everything like that. And so we said, so then he messaged us afterwards, and he said, I know what you've said and I understand and all that, but I still want to try. And so we thought, okay, well, if you want to try, then you have to readjust, what you're looking for. So he sent 20 ladies, they all said no, which we knew. We thought, okay, well, after they've said no, we can then say, look, okay, now it's time for us to sit down and have a serious conversation. But he sent us another 20 over that weekend before the Monday, and 19 said no. So 39 out of 40 said no. One said yes. So we were like, oh, hang on. Our experiment, or our way to show him that then no one's interested, one said yes. And so this was the one that was new. And she said,
no, I mean, there's more to the story because he started finding our girls.
Well, and then we fired him because the woman that said no, he went and stalked them on LinkedIn and pretended that he wanted to do business with them. And when we found that out, we said, that's disgusting, get lost. So really, he was a piece of shit. We didn't want him as a client. And
yeah, but the thing is that, like, if you do it right, then you can't, like, I don't want to say you can't get scammed, but you can't get scammed. Like, how can, like, if I'm there, if you call me and say, Luba, she's asking me for this, or how can, like, what you say, oh, I'd rather send her money, like, I will not tell Luba, but she's a scammer, I will tell everyone there. Like, it's stupid. So please,
the funny thing about the scammers is that, because we see a lot of that stuff, right? And it's the same. Well, it used to be. It's not so much now because we don't sort of deal with that sort of stuff and guys getting scammed and that. But it was the same woman, right? It was always the same woman who was scamming. Like, she'd be scamming like 30 guys at once, or the same profile on a website. It's like, we know this one. We had someone else that was also being scammed by this profile of this woman.
Or this
guy, it was always the same.
Or this guy who reached out to us recently, and he was saying that he was in 2014, like in Ukraine, in Odessa, this hotel, and he's giving me the name. And in 1 second, I showed him a picture and said, like, is it this girl that you're talking about?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He's like,
yes. And when it comes to the scamming, like, if you're in the industry, they all know each other. It's not like all the women are scammers. There are scammers that go all over the men.
They know,
and the men go to the scammers, don't they?
They know each other and they hate Luba.
They know each other and they hate Luba.
Yeah. That's why you believe in Spain now.
Yeah, we have to leave.
It's even better to go safer cities of Ukraine to meet with as many women as possible in 1 or 2 weeks and try to find a match. No, the answer is no. Also, I'm very wondering Craig, who implement that stupid idea to
This
to
one.
you? No, button.
Oh,
Uh, a little
I
bit.
can't see
Yeah,
I have my
this one.
glasses on.
Like it was not supposed to wear them. Like
I
it
think I made
was
my eyes,
better.
my
Worse.
eyes worse.
No, like please watch the video on our channel. A couple of videos
Is
ago,
it
we
good?
described about like why should you not go to Ukraine. Guys, it's one thing that you met a lady already. You've been in touch with her for a long time, and or like for whatever time that you feel comfortable, and for whatever reason she like maybe she cannot leave, but you go to meet with her, you will stay somewhere in her area, maybe you're staying in her place, then I do not recommend to do it anyway, but okay, you can do it. Even though, like, I think that you should take her away from the country. You should give her like this 1 week of rest, of air raids, power cuts, and etc. What you're gonna do in Ukraine without language, with a
With no
constant,
power.
with no power? My dad yesterday, he was supposed to do something with the documents. While he was sitting, he has an appointment at 2:18, like strange time. So he came there at 1. There was 3 air siren, so they have to leave the building, they need to come back. Then they have power cut. So he was there like it was a case, like he needed to be there 5 minutes, he needed to give the documents, get a stamp and take it away. He was there 5.5 hours. The person who lives there speaks the language and everything. Why do you want to do it? Like, why do you so much not respect yourself? Why can't you literally call Luba Striker on a strategy call and find out what would be best option for you? Strategy call, we say that already thousands times, it's not a sales call. And guys who've done it like can confirm, we do not sell you anything. We try not to even speak about our service. We speak about our service only if the guy asks, right?
Mm.
Like, even though we've done a video like super detailed about how our system works, so we do not spend time about that on the call. So our idea of a strategy call is to give you best idea of what you can achieve. But going to Ukraine, especially if you've never been there, if you don't have any experience, it's a really, really bad idea. Check our video. Some
Yeah, guys,
videos.
please. I mean, I'm just waiting for these unscrupulous companies to start running like tours in the middle of a war zone. Like, you don't, like, if you're going there for any other reason, if you want to go there because you think it's going to be fun or exciting, or it's something you've always wanted to do, or you want to do some volunteer work or something, cool. But don't go there to just for the sole purpose to try and date. Think about how many women have left, right? And then you're going there. It's like a lot of them who've stayed are with their husbands or with their boyfriends. So, and you still run the same risks of the scams. There's still going to be money back restaurants. There's still going to be companies that are going to set up fake phony dates while you go, with a translator, even though the girl speaks English. There's still going to be all the same shit that was there, 100%. So just please don't. I don't think anyone here is stupid enough to go and do that.
Yes, and honestly, the best what you can do for yourself, the best investment before you even go anywhere or do anything, just book a strategy call. And it's not that we want to like sell you the strategy call. You just need it. Everybody needs to do it at least once. We do have strategy calls with the guys who are like doing it in a year, or who not planning to do our service, but they want to take advice, because it's like, and the thing is that, like, I think that we have 100% rights to say that we, like, there was many times when we spoke with a guy that we understood that there is no way that he can be helped for whatever reason, area where he lives, the way he looks, the way he, like, what his expectations. And we never, like, our conscience are clean except that one, but he insisted very much. So, like, and it was mistake, and we discussed that we will never do it again.
That's
So
the guy that
yeah,
that
so we with him,
to clarify,
I mean,
because
with the guys, we say that we, like, we, any other company would say, and we envision that how it's happening. Like, the guy literally came to us like one with money, like, I want to pay today, and we said no. We said, he was very cheated, as he was like saying that I'm like this and this, like he gave me all the adjectives that he found about bad woman, but I, like, he can't be helped. And like, other company would gladly take his money, right? But we want to give you on the strategy call, we want to give you best idea what you realistically can achieve. Can you or you cannot?
That's why we charge for it. I know that there are companies that do consulting, but if a consulting call is free, it's a sales call 100%. I mean, I don't think you have to be a fucking genius to understand that. If someone's spending an hour of their time,
If the
they want to get something out of it.
yeah, like we also we try to give the maximum youth of this strategy call. I was also looking there.
You want one?
I bought for Striker. Look, it's his favorite candy. It's sour, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm fine. I like cola.
Probably not very polite. Sorry.
No, I will not. I'm a polite Ukrainian girl.
Mm.
But there was a thing there. I say. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, we give maximum youth. We talk to you and we answer all of your questions. We give you best idea of your strategy and like what you should do. We invite you to the Zoom party, so it's a ticket. It's a free ticket to the Zoom party. We not charge anything for the Zoom parties. We also deduct this price, like if you become a client, we deduct it from your package. So there's like I don't know why not to do it. Why not to do it, and why sit there and think, and think that oi, Semечка, привет. So why would you sit there and think everybody's scammer, everybody's bad, everybody's this, everybody's that? Just do it yourself. Like
I think that a lot of guys, it's really weird actually, a lot of guys follow these channels, and sometimes I'll check other channels and I see the same people commenting, and they'll say that agency owners are shit, the woman is shit, scammers, gold diggers, women in general are shit, and they'll give some some generic red pill line, something about hypergamy or some garbage like that. And but they still watch all these videos. I've never understood this. For years, I've never understood this. And some people go even as far as like a borderline hate the agency owners. They hate them. They go into forums. They talk shit about them. There was one that was talking about another company. You guys would know the name. They're around for ages. They did the romance tours. We don't like to say names. There was a running forum about how bad this company was since like 2012. And it's like the same people every week writing big passages of writings about how this and that and what they did. And it's like, that's crazy. You guys are like 10 years older now and you're writing this stuff. So there's some reason, even though, you may think you're MGTOW or you're red pill or whatever, something still attracts you to all of these videos to comment and to write. And because the comments are negative, the only conclusion that I can really sort of come up with is that, you're kind of convincing yourself not to do it because of all those reasons. But I mean, you talk to any one of our clients and they'll say, yeah, those reasons are stupid. You should go and do it because they'll be married. We got one the other day who's having a kid. Who was that? I forget. And it's, if you try and use those statistics about Ukrainian women are gold diggers, they just want to take your money and spend it on shoes or whatever, just talk to one of our clients. They'll say, well, that doesn't make any sense because that's not what happened to me. And you can always say that when it comes to like statistics, people always say, 50% of marriages or 70% of marriages or whatever end in divorce. But the statistics don't matter on your individual basis. They really don't. Overall, yeah, for sure. But it doesn't matter to you. You could have like 1 in 1,000 people get a brain tumor. Okay. It doesn't matter to most people. Well, there's probably some statistic like that, but it matters to the person who got it, but most people are not going to get it. So what's the point? And what are you doing to prevent getting a brain tumor? It's a pretty morbid thing to say, isn't it? Let's talk about if it was divorce. Now that you have watched all these red pill videos and you understand female nature and hypergamy and everything like that, surely your chances are better than somebody that hasn't watched all of those videos. You would think, right? Yeah.
Somebody booked the call. Like that, that is active action.
That's an active service.
Active service.
Anyway, what are we talking about? This video has gone like way off the tracks. We were supposed to be speaking about what Luba can teach the woman.
Yeah, guys.
Not what we can teach you guys who are MGTOW.
We need your advice because I'm doing a lot of videos for the ladies. Like some of the guys, they said that they want to buy my course for their ladies. It was funny. I don't have it yet. I don't.
That's interesting. Say that because we never thought about that before.
Yeah, there was 3 guys. I was very surprised. Once I started saying that I'm coaching the ladies, they said that they are dating ladies, one guy's in, oh, she's lady already in US. It's not our clients. And they said, where can I see your course? Like, where can I buy it? And like, which course? I even didn't like pay enough attention to that because Striker was pushing me
Pushing.
years, pushing me.
Very much so pushing.
Yes, he was pushing me. How you say that word? It's funny. Or you're making fun of me?
No, I'm just saying,
Pushing.
I'm just pushing you to continue this
So
conversation.
he was pushing me to start doing that, but I will be honest with you why I was not doing that. Like to do the content for the lady, it's one thing to like talk one on one, and I was doing that for years and ages. But another thing to do videos because ladies are super critical. It's what I thought. It was my thoughts.
Mm,
It was in my brain. I was thinking,
yes.
oh my God, I will come and they will comment my makeup, my hair, my this. They will say I'm doing the video in the same dress. They will say what does she know? Nothing of that happened. I was procrastinating that for at least 5 years that we are together, like working with Heart Orchid,
Yeah.
right? In Heart Orchid, on Heart Orchid, right? So 5 years, he was saying, "You should, you smart, you do it." Like, I mean, it's like you never give me compliments only about that I'm a little bit smart.
I was
Uh,
pushing you to
you're
do it.
pushing me, and so, but I was like, "No, Striker, no." They will comment. I will feel bad. They will say that I'm ugly. I'm this because, lady, I thought that never happened to me before. Why did I even think? Because I saw that on some other channels, right? That this happening. But of course, if the lady putting like, she has fake lips like that, she put hundreds of filters. Of course, everybody like commenting on her videos. Like since I started doing that, touch the wood again, touch something else. Like I didn't honestly like get any bad feedback. Like I know that I will, obviously. But with our channel, after our channel, it's a good vaccination for me. After all the bad comment that we've got, I don't care because I know what I bring to people. I know
Yeah.
the value that I give, and I know what I can share. If they listen to me, how many girls met the guy after I talked to them? How many girls like start being kinder and more caring about guys? Like after I spoke with them, not even like they not even become my client. Like I just like sitting in the surrounding of the ladies, and I said, "Did you ever like share your food with a man? Did you even like? Did you ever like tell him, give him something to try? Did you ever bring him something like making something homemade cookies for him when you date him?" No, I didn't know that I should be a princess. No, you shouldn't be a princess. No, they didn't talk like that.
They've got quite deep voices, haven't they?
But they didn't know that because all these coaches with the red lipstick with the fake lips, they teach them that you need to be a queen, you need to sit there and say like you need to be like your slave, he need to serve you. No, it's not true. Nobody should serve to anyone, not man, not woman. I'm not saying that men should serve or ladies should serve and somebody not. So I realized that my value. Yes, I'm babushka, of course. Like of course I'm Ukrainian babushka. What
Not
is
yet.
it? Thank you.
Not yet.
Thank you. Soon. But you know what, like honestly, and now I understand this was in my head the same as you have. Oh, I will not do it because I better sit in my
Oh
cage,
yeah.
and like everybody else is scammers. I also was thinking the same, but what I see now, I see happy ladies, I see ladies who finally got good information from someone. I'm not telling them that they should be princess. I'm not saying that they're godness. Like I'm not saying that. I'm teaching them how to be with a man, how to say thank you to the man after he bought her dinner. And that is so simple. But they listening to somebody else, like the same as you guys listening to this MGTOW red pill,
Mm.
and they think, no, 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 I need to be cold. I need to be cold, man. I don't need to let him touch me or look at me. But where, like, what? Like, it's just
So ridiculous.
it's completely like it's like and why do we have a lot of same gender couples? You think? I'm sorry to offend anyone.
Something to think about, isn't it?
Yes.
But but that kind of coaching is stupid. And that kind of coaching, because if you did normal coaching, no one's going to listen to me and Luba. If we did coach, like we're never going to blow up because what we're saying is just normal stuff. If we were to say some really outlandish stuff that was like really off the wall, yeah, people would start to listen. And these coaches, I remember when Richard Cooper from Entrepreneurs in Cars, he said it. And I remember when Casey, I think his name's Casey Zander, quite large, I guess you could call them red pill, like I'd say red pill channels is probably the best way to describe them. At two different times, they said that we're done with red pill. We're done with this red pill toxic bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. We're going to teach you guys how to make money now because our business, we really want to be in business. They weren't saying it together, obviously. And what happened? The views went. So all of these guys that are so-called red-pilled, MGTOW, gone their own way, they're going to focus on themselves. Shouldn't they be interested in business at the very least? Business? But it didn't. The channel. What are you doing?
I do video for my girls. So I decided, no, don't talk.
Oh, and so, but nobody was interested. What they're interested in is confirmation of why their life sucks, and their life sucks because women are not interested in them. And it's better to hear that it's the woman's fault, not theirs. It's difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. You know, it's difficult for men these days because women do, you know, have a lot more access and options to meet a man, for sure, which is difficult for most men. And a lot of women also date completely, totally, absolutely out of their league because they may have got some small bit of attention and they think that man is going to wife her up, which he is not going to, but he definitely will call her at 2 o'clock in the morning on the way home from the club to come and meet him, for sure. But yeah, but you know, I'd get off that red pill train. Be the best thing you ever do. But you got to figure out a way to actually go out and meet women. And if you can't do it in your own town and you're watching this channel, obviously you believe that there are better options out there in the world.
So now I become like this stupid blogger who is doing videos.
Libba's
like,
putting me off with this. I don't know what she's doing. She's doing a second live video for Instagram.
No, they need to know that, you know, that we talk, because they like, you know, because for them it's very important to know that I have like a real man, you know, that not a real man, but I have guys that are looking for that, because the biggest, like the two biggest questions that they have is that why they're not looking on the West and what's wrong with this guy. Honestly, guys, I have to advocate you. I have to advocate you big time. And you know, like the guys who've been on Zoom parties, they know that I even start our Zoom parties now from the question, guys, why are you looking for Ukrainian lady? And like, like guys respond to that because like ladies don't understand. They're clueless. And I agree. They're
clueless.
Oh my God, I know that you wanted to say that so much.
They're clueless. Absolutely clueless. It's funny because it's you may sorry, I'm not saying you're not clueless. They're clueless.
Of course, yeah,
no, but they just don't know. They just have bad. But the guys are clueless. Like, everybody's clueless. This is the thing. It's like there's a lot of advice in the comments of you know, just kind of dumb stuff, and then like the chicks are also saying dumb stuff, and it's like we see this all the time, and people overcomplicate it. Imagine if you were you went back to the 1950s and you tried to give some of your red pill dating advice to some dude who, you know, he works as a farmer or he's in the factory. You would say, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Hypergamy, you know, dating up, you know. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense. It's overcomplicated.
I will have, you know, there's a school now. There's a lot of girls going to like how to do 300 types of
blowjobs.
That and
300 like, types of blowjobs. So that's bullshit. That's marketing. 300 types. Can't be 300 types.
I went to just first part. It was enough. But
the first 10.
But it's like become a lot of like sex education, you know, different like how to become better with men. But like it's all like how to say that? It's all like it's not in general. It's like one like okay, for example, she know how to do that. I know maybe for somebody it's enough, but she doesn't know anything else, and she's sitting there thinking like, oh my God, it's like I know how to make 301. I create my own one. And then but she doesn't know how to even like talk to him or how being warm and etc. So but like the guys say about baking cookies, you know, guys, like if I would be able like to, if somebody would want to promote me, like if somebody like, because I did an interview with a lady that I saw on one of the events, and like we all came, you know, here to Spain, and at the beginning all of us was nobody. We were absolutely nobody, right? That we didn't have any reputation, I would say, right? Like even though maybe somebody was a doctor at home, maybe cosmetologist, hairdresser, no matter what, we didn't have any reputation because we are just new. And if you're a good hairdresser, please go work, show. People will write reviews and everything, and you need to, you know, you need to show that you achieve something. Or, for example, like if you even a matchmaker, you know, the first year, because I'm not really looking for anyone, I was just sitting there saying, yeah, my name is Luba, like I do whatever. So that is the interesting part, right? And so after 2 years, like I met this lady, and I met her before, and I said, Ola, like you're so cute. She's blonde, very nice. Maybe I will put a little part of the interview on Telegram. So join Telegram, please. Sergey, what is this on the screen? It's always like pop-upping like here on the right corner. Oh, you're sitting on the candies.
I know.
Okay, whatever. So, and she said, oh, no, no, no. She was very skeptical about me. She was very skeptical, like what kind of guys I have, what. But now, like people start speaking because they know that I created one couple from the lady from Valencia, and the guy came, this. So they know, they start speaking. So I make my reputation. But what I'm saying that she did an interview with me, and because she works with the insurance, but she decided that she needs to find more clients, and she wanted to make her blog more interesting, so obviously she can't speak only about insurance. So she decided to invite, like, she make a breakfast with expert, right? And so, and she done an interview with me, and she know people like that are having a big channel, 17,000 people, and it's not fake account, nothing. They know all Russian speaking community of Spain, like not our region, Valencia, Alicante. And so they reached out to me yesterday after this interview, and they saw like, wow, we didn't even know that you exist. So I hope that I will be able to speak for more and more people, to tell them to make cookies. But you guys also, please, don't call Ukrainian ladies scammers. Don't think bad of us, and just do it your own way. Do your own experience. It will may not
You mean
work.
they should go their own way?
Go, just go.
Yeah.
Like you will. There would be mistakes, and maybe you will not be successful from the beginning. Um, like you really will not achieve maybe your goal from the very first call or from a very first interaction with the first lady that you met, but you will get there if you will be determined, if you not be weak. Unfortunately, I have to say that, because I, as a girl, have to take some of the guys out of their shell. When something doesn't work out, they say, oh, Luba, like it's a typical answer, because if I would talk to one guy, I would say, oh yeah, like maybe he needs to focus on his work. But because I talk to hundreds of guys, always, right? And the guy say, oh, Luba, I'd rather like stop. I put my dating life on pause. I will focus on work. I have a new project. They start. And I say, okay, I understand that you have a new project, but you still have a time to date and to call. And so I was aggressive with them. Now I'm like, I understand that they're a little bit confused. They scared. They don't want to be hurt. They don't, especially if they've done the trip and they come back and it didn't work. But it will work. It works for everyone, but it just has a different time. For somebody, it works from a first
Yeah.
date, from somebody for fifth, for somebody for 10th.
Because
for
it's luck
somebody,
too.
it's also luck, but
luck
it's
as
also
well.
experience, because I believe that from the point A to point Z, you are a different person, and you get more experience, and you learn yourself better. We even say we want you to have more dates. We want you to have a lot of dates, because we want you to have different experience, and find somebody that you truly want and truly love, not someone that you want to take for granted. Just like, okay, she's not perfect, but I mean, at least she's there. Or like the guy who called us the other day, he said like in a long, oh my god, in a long time, the lady, like, she let me kiss her. It was like a Western woman he met somewhere, and like the way he was describing her, and he's like very good looking man, like very perspective, good working, everything. He's just living in a little bit like in a countryside. There's not many places to go, and so she was the only one, like she was the first woman that he interacted in a couple of years, right?
Mm.
And so he was even happy with that. But it's not how it should be. You should know the price, like your price, the same as like the ladies are goddess, and you're like, what is the name for the man, goddess?
God.
It's a little bit high.
It's a bit. Hey, so anyway, so one thing we wanted to get from you guys here is, what do you think, especially you guys out there that have dated Ukrainian women, where you felt like there could have been something more, I guess, that the woman could have given to you if you're in a relationship? What are some of those things? Because this is what we want to teach to these Ukrainian women. We want them to, and it's not about, it's the same with you guys as well. Like if you guys have done a send, or you've been one of our clients, we talk about authenticity and how to be authentic, and how to be the who you really are. And if you're not happy with who you are and you have to fake it, then maybe think about changing a few things so you do become that person, so you are authentic. So it's not about saying to a Ukrainian woman, pretend that you're happy to see him. Bake him some cakes, even though you hate cooking those cakes and you're never going to do it again, just do it once. That's not what it's about. It's about teaching these women how to be better wives, how to be women that men are going to desire, not just sexually, because it's so easy, and we're very simple as men, we're very simple, but for something more, because otherwise women are going to complain about the fact that men just want to have sex with them and then they don't call them again and they ignore them and delete their number. All right. So we want to give them some useful information where they can actually better their lives. The same as what we do with the guys as well. And we think that, we do a pretty good job with the guys. And we're always like coming up with new ideas and new videos and stuff like that. But no one else has said, right, the women that need equally as much training and coaching and support as the guys do. No one has done that. Why? I don't know. Is it too difficult? Probably because women do not pay. So we're not charging women for anything. I said to Lou, I was like, how much could you charge them? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You have to just kind of do it for free, I guess.
It's interesting that there are some like that they would pay, but I'm not interested in that. I honestly interested in helping and giving them the best advice, information, and to bring you good ladies to be in a relationship.
Good hot woman. Good hot sexy woman, right?
I'm recording that for my channel.
I know, that's why I said it.
I stopped.
I've already just created an entire course for them. Stay hot and sexy and thin and beautiful.
And make cookies.
Yeah, it's actually getting easier to be a man to level up, right? I want you to think about this. By 2030, 50% of men will be, 50% of the population in the United States will be obese. That's not fat, that's obese. That's one level up. So to be in to be in the top 10% of men who are not obese, it's very easy now. Because imagine if only 10% of men were going to be overweight. It'd be much difficult to get in there. I don't know. I just thought I'd just throw that in there. That statistic popped into my head that I saw the other day. So, yeah, stop complaining about men want the top 10%. It's probably getting easier in some sense to get up the ladder because a lot of men are fucking lazy. A lot of men are MGTOW. A lot of men have stepped out of the race. A lot of men are playing video games. A lot of men are getting overweight. A lot of men can't be bothered doing anything. And if that's the case, well, that makes it easier for the rest of us, right? So just think about that. Stop complaining.
And overthinking is a big thing, really.
Stop overthinking and stop complaining.
Yeah.
So put it, if you want to put it in the comments, we'll read them all afterwards anyway, and maybe it'll contribute to the course that Luba is going to create.
I'm not writing it right now, Striker.
Luba's got to get it done by the morning, so if you guys could put that in there now so she can get started as soon as this live video finishes.
No, don't push me.
I wasn't pushing you.
It's how you hear I say
never
that
push you. When was the last time I pushed you? Never.
It sounds Russian.
I thought that was the Russian word for get shit done. For asking someone, can you do something? So what else are we going to talk about? That's pretty much it, really.
Yeah.
Unless you guys just want to watch me eat these watermelon sour candies.
Yes. But ladies, I don't know how else to put it. Have them show they want to spend time with men they are with. Is from Arthur. How are the All Blacks doing, Striker?
I don't know. I don't follow the rugby team.
Very important. Like
I don't follow
if we need
rugby
like
or
the guys say, like if
all.
we need a random topic.
No, I haven't watched the rugby game.
But today is a big holiday in Spain. Tomorrow will be like it's San Juan.
What?
San Juan.
San Juan.
San Juan, and they will burn
John's son.
John's son. They will fire. They will do a lot of fires at the beach and jump.
They'll do fires and jump. What do you mean they'll jump?
No, above. It's like they jump above.
They jump across the fire.
That if the woman is really interested in the man, she is communicating with them. Tell them to let us know that they are really interested in us. Oh my God, it's complicated. Guys, speak easier. When I think some women think we are mind readers, we are not.
Yes, they do think we're mind readers.
And we speak about that a lot in Ascent, please.
Mm.
Like, honestly.
Yes, they do. They 100% think that. They think that you should understand their feelings. That's what they think. They think that, well, I'm feeling a certain way. Why doesn't he get it? But that's just what they think. But it's just the way they are. You have to accept it and find a strategy that deals with it instead of saying something like, I'm not a mind reader and I can't be expected to be one. Those things are true. You're not a mind reader and it is unfair to be expected to be one, but you need to navigate it. You need to
Yeah.
navigate it.
And also, like, if you pay attention at what lady is doing and what she's saying, like, you will understand her a little bit better. You will understand her a little more, and you will, like, if you will, for example, like she said, like one time that she really liked French cuisine, and then like all of a sudden you remember that you make a note somewhere. Then when you come, you took her to this restaurant. That is what she's looking for. She look at you paying attention at your wants and needs. Why are you laughing? Not
Yeah.
and the rooftop as well. Yes.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, you obviously have a scenario in your mind, and I don't know what it is, and I can't be expected to be a mind reader.
Yes. Striker. Okay, here, wait, there's
So,
many comments.
yeah, I can't read them. My eyes. I
I
need to get
will.
my glasses.
1 second, I just want to make sure that
But
my.
Luba thinks I don't look good wearing glasses, so that's
He,
why.
wait, sorry, guys, do you want me to.
Don't tell them about my purchasing habits.
Striker is
No,
just.
don't. Like, I do what I do. I experiment with different solutions
With
until I
your
find.
with
I
your
till the
body
time.
with your body you experiment too much, and with your health, and I don't like it.
My glasses have got nothing to do with health.
Striker. Okay, that from some of the comments, the general theme is that the women needs to communicate better with the men, asking questions as well as answering them, show actual interest. The women need to know how Western men are different. They expect the good part of Ukrainian men, but don't want Ukrainian men. It's hard to be a mind reader when you come from a different
These are
culture as
good words
well.
there.
There is a difference between paying attention and mind reading. Ukrainians talk a
Is this
lot
one here?
in idioms. Translating can be challenging.
Can you
Guys,
tell me where that is?
no.
You
Which
want to get
one?
my glasses and embarrass
No.
you?
Which one? Which one you want?
The one you just read. It's very good.
It's four. It's four different comments.
Oh, well, thanks a lot for making it easy for us. But we can go.
It's
Like, I mean,
different
those are very
people.
good.
Can I put my foot?
Those are very good, and they actually, there is some everything. Look here. Look, I'll let you in on a secret. Everything is just misunderstandings.
100%. Even like
I don't
even
think you understood what I was saying.
I can't read your mind.
Oh, maybe you should start.
Um, it's misunderstanding a lot because people are very vulnerable, especially when they don't speak right language. Like they always think that no matter what you guys say, it's something bad. And
What they say to the
like if you speak and you don't understand something, it can cause, like, you're right that there's misunderstanding. And for the guys, well, these guys say that they speak in idioms. Guys, like, I get messages that you send to the ladies, and no matter how many times I say, please guys, speak with them easier.
I hear about this all the
I
time.
sent to
Please
Striker.
make my life better.
I said, like, what does it mean? And I don't think that I'm the worst in English. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst, right? Please confirm. But it's shocking. But it's shocking. Like, and I say, like, how that how did it come? Like,
Well, give an example. Like, maybe an example will be something like, I remember this, but I can't remember who it was. He was saying something about, like, hopefully that will get us to the finish line or something.
no,
It was something like, it was like, I can do this and then that, and then hopefully that'll get us to the finish line. I know what it means. It's like, it gets us to the end of the series of tasks, and that's that. She's reading it going,
are we running? Are we running the
what
marathon?
finish line? It doesn't make any sense because that's not a saying that they have over there. They have other ones that are also, I mean, Luba tells me them all the time, and she explains it to me. My face looks like this.
But the guys say, like, oh, they think worse immediately. You guys think worse immediately as well. And
Yeah.
I get the match, like, Luba, that's, and I love this message. Luba, that's the end. I'm like, okay, let's us to start. I said, no, she means that she's just like, this time she's gonna do this and this, and like tomorrow she will message you back. Really? So you like people overcomplicating, but
Can I just say what I think it is?
uh,
Oh, no, you finish your thought.
no,
And
you
then
finish.
no, you finish. No, so a lot of it, a lot of those overreactions are because of something that happened in the past, and we call
Yes.
this baggage. And we like to say women have baggage.
Guys as well.
Men also have baggage, and I'd say that
Can
it's
you take it
equally
away, please? Because I also will eat, and it's not good.
with pleasure. Oh no, what did I eat that for? Now I gotta, you guys have to wait till I finish eating.
It's super unpolite. It's ridiculous. We're commenting that to people to not chew.
And we're back. Okay. And yeah, and it's because like maybe a woman cheated on you in the past, or you found out later that she was cheating, and something doesn't seem right. And I think that your mind is telling you all the time throughout that relationship that this is going to turn to shit. This is not going to work. You are stupid. Stop doing stupid things. And you're saying to yourself, no, everything is good. Everything is going well. And then when the slightest thing pops up, even if you've read the situation like completely wrong, your brain goes, aha, see, I told you that she was going to be cheating. What are you doing?
Chewing.
How rude. And your brain says, haha, I knew this person was cheating. Remember, just like your ex or just like that woman back in the day or whatever. And so you go, yes, screw this. I'm out of here. Luba, cancel my plans.
Cancel my plane.
Yeah. And that's what it is. And if you have that emotional scarring from a past trauma, from a past trauma, then it's difficult to move past that because you're always looking for that. Like you're always looking for that. I know that when I was back in the day and I came up to Ukraine and I would, back in my old videos, I would say things that I want in a woman, or that I think are reasonable, or that, sorry, I'm trying to not burp with that candy, and what was a traditional relationship, and it was a woman that was not lazy. That was very important to me. But most guys never say that. They'll say something like a woman that is loyal. And so we understand, okay, so that's part of the scarring that's been in the past. When somebody wants something, they're looking for something, quite often it's because of, what they went through in the past, so we understand that. And so, but if you are looking for a woman that doesn't have that, your brain is like searching for that thing that it wants to avoid, which may be a disloyal woman or a lazy woman or whatever. So your brain looks for that. Oh, she wasn't polite to the waiter at that restaurant. Oh, that means she's disrespectful. Okay, I'm finished. I'm done with this woman. Or she didn't do the dishes correctly. Oh, she's lazy. And so we look for those reasons. We don't want to look for those reasons, but our brain just does it because our brain's sole purpose is to stop us from dying by doing dumb stuff and killing ourselves. So we've evolved that way, and I think that it's just your brain protecting you. How do you overcome it? I don't know. You guys in America, you guys seem to go to a lot of what do you call it? We call it counseling. Therapy. You guys do that. We don't really do therapy. You guys do therapy too quite a bit, don't you?
You mean
Ukraine.
with psychology?
Yeah, you call it psychology. In New Zealand, you only go to that if you are going there with your wife or your girlfriend, or maybe it's like a court order and you went to jail or something, and they said, right, you need to get some criminal psychological help. But maybe something like that, maybe some sort of therapy that gets you through that. I don't really know. Candy? Stop it. Anyway, so that was kind of what we were talking to you guys about today. I guess one thing we also want you to know is that we find it equally as important, 50-50, that women need coaching. And if we're saying that, and then there's guys in the comments going, oh, women, they're on their high horses and they want a man that's this, and this.
Horses?
They're on their high horses. Yeah, they're on a high horse. It's a saying from medieval times. It means that somebody believes that they're on a horse that has taller legs.
I thought something else.
No. Let me just finish what I was saying, please, because I was on my
high horse.
I was on my high horse.
I will a little bit move because I a
was
little bit worry
standing on
about
the
your
back
horse.
of the high horse. But but if you guys understood how clueless the women that are in your league are. I'm not talking about women that are in Dubai on yachts.
They're smart.
Yeah, they're the smartest ones, right? They managed to like capitalize on the fact that they are beautiful, and they've stayed beautiful. And hey, good for them. But the rest of us, like, we're not flying Instagram models out,
Don't
paying
be
them
jealous.
100,000, 100,000.
Don't envy.
Yeah, I wish I was. But I can't. But we're not. Yeah. Most guys are not doing that. So within your league, you know, most of those women are absolutely clueless. They want to be better for the most part. If a woman does not want to get better at dating, then she probably, one, she's already in a relationship and she's happy, or she's some Instagram hoe that's on a yacht in Dubai. The rest of the women are basically like, I saw the women that were at this event that Luba was speaking the other day, and they just want to know how to do it. I need a good man. Tell me what to do, because they don't have one. And it's that simple. So what are you guys complaining about, the women are hoes and sluts and all this sort of
No,
stuff?
of course.
All you
Push me.
all you guys that are on your high horse, I mean horses. Yeah, you really have such little experience with dating actual women, either within your league, because maybe you were dating scammers or whatever, doing some letter writing or some bullshit, or you haven't got yourself to a place where you feel comfortable going out and speaking to women, having fun with women, getting to know them, and maybe something would happen.
Oi.
You've sort of cancelled yourself out of the game, which is cool. I'm not saying get it back in the game at all. It makes it easy for the rest of us.
Before Treasure Call, watch episode 8 podcast. It is what? It's our podcast or you?
You mean on our channel, or on
Or someone
somebody, somebody else's one who has a
on
good
yours
video?
or on yours?
On Luba's one.
No, on his.
Oh, on his one. Oh, I see a bit of self-promotion. Hey, that's cool. Why not?
We will send you. Okay, I think it's enough. It was I to be honest a
You
little
didn't
bit.
really talk enough about your coaching.
Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I was about to write a lot of ideas.
Why are you disappointed? We've only been going for an hour and a half. We've got another 4 hours left.
No, I don't want. Yeah, I'm not disappointed. I'm joking. I just it's difficult for me. It's challenging because it takes a lot of my energy resources. And even though it's like sounds maybe cheesy or like funny, but it's like to deal with women. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to deal with men, but with women it's even more difficult because they, for me, if the guys are giving me energy, the ladies are sucking the energy, honestly. And but I go for that because I understand that we can only grow as a company if we deliver the best product and we deliver the best educated people to each other. Because like one thing that we educate the guys and they know, and I hope that all of our, like, I think that Ascent is the best that we created, um along the lines with everything else we created. But Ascent is for the clients. Ascent is for the guys who are doing that. And like it's not enough hours in a day to explain everything to everyone. But if the guy, like, it's a significant difference between the guy who've done Ascent and who haven't,
Yeah.
like the client, right?
Yeah.
And I can easily spot on, like easily from the first like 5 minutes of conversation, I can spot on if he done Ascent or no.
Yeah.
The same I want to see with the women. The same, like that is my goal, to create something like Ascent for the women. Yeah.
Sorry, as you're on your high horse.
Of course.
No, but like, not
No,
all women are
okay.
not all women are going to do it. Right? Just like not all of our clients do it. We say you need to do it. It's going to really, enhance your experience dating these women. But they may not do it because they think, okay, well, I don't need to do it. I don't need it. Women may also do the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because women think that the guys who are coming, they're sex tourists. They think that guys are looking for a 50 years old age gap. They have idea of guys that cutting in pieces women when they bring them to United States. So don't you worry. You guys also
Cutting them
somehow
in pieces.
no, that happened like for this Anastasia movie or something. The guy cut it here in pieces. But
Yes.
like, don't you worry, guys. Your reputation is also ruined. And I advocate you as much as I can. Not everyone, of course, not everyone like is so cool, like worry about that. But in general, unfortunately, the reputation that Western man has, it's not also the best. And I will always say that. No matter, like, I'm Ukrainian and everything, I respect everyone, but I believe that combination between Slavic culture as female energy and Western culture, a masculine energy, is the best combination. The guy wants to lead, the guy can lead and provide. The lady wants to take care, the lady wants to be not submissive in a way like, yes, my God, yes, my God. No, like submissive according to, like, she will support him, she will be there for him, and she will agree with him. Will she
Yeah.
disagree? 1,000%, for thousands reasons. But in general, overall, like as a family unit, she will be submissive. Will she take care of children? Absolutely. Will she respect the father role in a relationship more than maybe Western woman does? Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you will be good with children, driving them to the after school activities and being a father, not father like I'm their father. No, father,
Yeah.
pushing them.
Yeah.
Like then she will appreciate it. Then she will be happy and you will be happy as well. And all of our couples, we like everybody happy. Do they have crises? Of course. Do they have ups and downs? Absolutely. Absolutely. But even with our couples that are married, we are staying in touch if they need.
You're
And that
always going to
is,
have issues. It's just the way that it
but
is.
with the ladies, like for me, I really need your support, guys, because I need to understand that, I need to know for whom I'm doing that, right? So now we have a lot of clients, and I hope it will grow. And I want to explain to them, because when I see something that ladies are doing, it's very, very painful for me. But like recently, something happened. I don't want to go into much details, but I saw that, there's two ladies did something very similar in a very same day. And I thought there's some influencer, there's some stupid influencer. Don't say what, okay? Because I want to keep it as an intrigue. So there was somebody very, very stupid and cruel said that to these ladies, and they decided, oh, I have a man, I'm gonna try that on him. I'm gonna experiment it on him. You can read here. There's nothing. So so that's why I need support. I need ideas. I need to implement them, that that you guys are serious, and that I always tell that, if the guy is our client, he's 100% wants to get married. He's
Or
looking
have a
for.
long-term relationship. See, we don't actually talk about marriage. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this before. You may think of us as some sort of marriage agency, but we don't really speak about marriage at all, because not everybody wants to get married.
Who, our
Mar-
guys?
No, it's like, yeah, like that's why we don't say, well, I don't. I know that you sometimes do, about marriage, because some guys don't particularly see value in getting married. They don't see the vow as something that's important. The relationship is what's important. The connection with a woman that they
No, but
have.
I would
Yeah,
disagree.
I know you disagree with that, but that's why I. When was the last time I ever spoke about marriage on the channel? Never.
I mean,
We
we
speak
speak
about
about
long-term
health. Yeah,
relationships.
we speak about healthy relationship. Yeah, and marriage is like a choice of people. I
It's a
think. Yeah,
personal
like
preference.
if they
Yeah.
want to marry or no. I mean, people marry like because they decide to marry. But I agree with you
Oh, is
that,
that why?
but, I agree with you that the most important is that,
Well, we'll put it this way: marriage doesn't guarantee the relationship would work. It's not like, oh, you're married, okay, now you're going to be good. It's not. It's the relationship itself, and that's why I think that people focus more on the relationship rather than the actual point of marriage, as if that's some sort of milestone where it's like, yes, now we're going to be happy. It's not the case at all. It's like we like to think of relationships as chapters, right? Because I think that if you think of a relationship as one giant book, when things change within that relationship, so when it goes from chapter one to chapter two, you think the relationship is breaking down. So there's a first chapter, which is like the courtship and it's desire, it's love, it's plenty of sex, it's travel, it's doing all that sort of stuff. And then maybe you get married, and it goes into the second one where the desire is not there as much, and the passion may not be the same. Perhaps, maybe it depends. But if you realize that you've gone into a second chapter, you can easily look back at the first chapter and say, hey, we need to bring some of that first chapter with this one. But what happens after like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, the relationship is like flat, and you think that this book is finished. But it's not. It's just that you're now on chapter 3, and chapter 3 is different from chapter 2 and chapter 1. It's a different kind of love, I guess. I mean, I can't even imagine. My parents have been married for over 50 years. I can't imagine that they would still think to themselves, we should still be like having this desire and passion for each other. It's a different chapter. It's a different type of love, and it goes all the way along. That's my theory anyway, that I came up with to
I
try and
agree with
explain it
you.
to people.
We spoke about it, and Striker told me like you have to explain that to women, because sometimes I do see that the ladies, they like this period of time when the guy is like chasing them, running around with a flower, and they think that this would be forever. And because they don't,
The
silly
last
girl,
chapter is him chasing her away.
silly girls. But I mean, we spoke with that about you, that people need to work on a relationship, otherwise like they cannot, it's not there's a plant that you grow, that you're taking care, that you need to put like, and there's like this grass that's growing everywhere. Like you don't want to be that grass, you want to be that flower that is like growing and have like a blooming and different stages. And so um being in a relationship, like you need to just understand that like there would be different periods of time, and they all will be good, they will be just different. And so you shouldn't expect the same as was like 20 years ago today. And if you
Yeah.
not expect that, then you're very like
Yeah.
you're good.
And you can't compare it to the previous chapter. So you
Yes.
can't say, oh, it's not as good as that chapter. It's different. It's a different chapter. It's not the same. But you can take stuff from the previous chapter if you understand that you're going into a new chapter. I don't know. I just think it's a good analogy to sort of think about when you go into a relationship. Otherwise, people say, oh, things used to be so good and now they're so different. Now, she's tired or I'm tired or we got the kids. And so, okay, it's a different chapter. It's not, you're not in the same, it's a different section of your life. You have to like treat it as such. That's our theory anyway. I haven't really heard anybody else say anything similar to that. People just kind of come up with other theories, and we like to come up with the most outlandish ones.
Yeah. Okay, so I would like you, the guys who are not members of Telegram just yet, I want you to join Telegram, and there I will make a survey where you can share, or in private message or to email, you can share your ideas about what do you want me to coach the ladies about. So because I'm invited next week, I have another interview with another lady who has a female auditory. When I
Audience.
meet audience, hmm?
Audience.
I said,
You said auditory. I think that means sound.
it's Russian. Uh, I just sometimes make it up. So those people usually ask their own questions, so I can't really. Yeah, but if I'm a speaker somewhere, then I can, navigate what I do. So I will appreciate your input. You can be our mm, focus group, and we're gonna have Zoom parties soon in July. I'm scared to say the date because, like, we were supposed to have a Zoom party this today, and like, it's interesting. Also, guys, do not contact me at the very last moment, please. Plan stuff. So I said on Telegram that we're not gonna have a Zoom party, and then yesterday night, for me, the guys messaged me. So are we having a Zoom party? I thought like, how are you planning to join, like if like there's no link, nothing? So please, like, take it serious. Like for me, Zoom party, it's serious, it has results. People are getting married, people are in a relationship, so it has result. I will not take guys who are not serious to these parties.
Mm.
Understand?
Yes. Don't waste your time.
Yes,
Yes.
don't do, because like I don't. Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much it, really. I think. I don't think we've got anything else to announce.
Yes, join Zoom parties, join Telegram, book a strategy call, and
Yes.
don't buy these candies because you want to eat them more and more.
They're making me very thirsty, but they're very good. Okay, guys.
And
Thank
we
you.
have an ice cream.
We're gonna go and have an ice cream.
If you was wondering what we're gonna do on
We're
Saturday
gonna go
night.
get ice cream. Thanks, guys, for tuning up. It's been great. It was kind of a strange one, this one, wasn't it? We went really off topic, and then we managed to pull it back in at the end, didn't we?
As we always do.
Yeah.
Subscribe and follow us, and soon we'll announce more. Have a good day.
We'll announce more. Stay tuned.